Greetings from Bermuda, this is BDLami, welcome back to Railroute. So last time we unlocked the perpetual circuit and the relay sensor, which helped us to automate some parts of our network and make it much easier to get the trains moving around the stations. This time I think what I would like to do is try to get to the departure sensor, which is one of the tier 2 green upgrades, which is going to make our life even easier still. So that requires 25 green XP. We're currently on 10, so that's not too bad. But I think I am going to skip ahead. I'm going to take some more contracts, and then I will come back when I've got 25 green XP, and we'll pick it up from there. All right, so I've taken some more contracts, all of the same routes that we've currently got, and I've got us up to 26 green experience, which is now enough to unlock departure sensors. And so I am going to do that right now. And then we're going to go back and we're going to see how they're used. So currently we have a slightly dangerous situation at Manchester Oxford Road. So we've got this perpetual sensor set up here, which is automatically opening a route through to here. But we have trains coming in from Manchester Piccadilly that are supposed to turn around here and head back to Manchester Piccadilly. But if we forget to do that and we miss them, then they will just merrily keep going through this signal here because it has been set to green and the train is pointing in this direction. And that would be very bad, and we don't want that to happen. So what we need to do instead is to set up a departure sensor, and that will fully automate all of the departures of the trains from this platform. So let's do that now. So the first thing that we need to do is to put a auto sensor on the other end of the platform as well, which we haven't got up until now. And then we drop one of these departure sensor on the platform. 10,000 credits, so they're a little pricey. And we need to then configure the sensor. And basically what we need to do is we need to tell it which paths should be used by trains which are going to which stations. So, for example, we know that if the train is going to Manchester Piccadilly, then we want it to go along this track here up to this signal up here. So we click on this, we then click on Manchester Piccadilly, and now all trains leaving this station heading for Manchester Piccadilly will automatically be routed in this direction to this signal. And then everything else we want to go in this direction. So whether it's going to Deansgate or whether it's going to Eccles, both of those trains will come this way. And so we can just tick this box here that says all others. So any station that doesn't match some other rule will come this way. So Manchester Piccadilly trains will go this way, everything else will go this way. And then we don't have to worry about this being open anymore, I think. If we just unpause the game now, then when this thing leaves, even though it's heading to Manchester Piccadilly, it automatically turns around and it heads back in the direction that we want it to go in. And that is absolutely huge. Departure sensors make such a big difference in automating the trains. We will accept that contract. That was a new one that I just took on. And we've got enough money now that we can turn this into an auto signal here. And we also want to buy an auto signal here because we've got some trains coming in west to Deansgate and then turning around and going back to Manchester Oxford Road, which makes this another good spot for a departure sensor. However, we don't quite have the credits yet for that, so we'll just let that build up to 10,000, which is not going to take us long at all. This is going back to Manchester Piccadilly, but it will automatically go in the right direction now. We're still having to manually route here. We won't have to do this for very much longer either. And in fact, we could already set up a... actually, we can't set a perpetual signal, so we will need a departure sensor on this platform as well. Because we... if we had a perpetual signal or perpetual circuit here, then the train would go this way, and then as soon as it had come off this portion of the track, this would automatically be green again, which would stop trains coming up from this direction. So we can't have a perpetual sensor here. I think I wouldn't actually if a relay signal would work, given the trains are only going in one direction. It might, But a more elegant solution is going to be a departure sensor. So given that we now unlock that, we will wait and we will set up one of those. Okay, this thing is also... this actually is going to need a relay sensor. We could have set that up already. Let's save our cache, because currently, again, Dean's Gate is a bit of a dangerous situation because this has a perpetual circuit on it. So the train is cleared through in this direction. We need to turn it around and manually route it to here. Dean's Gate, so it will automatically be routed through here. And in fact, we no longer need the perpetual circuit on here now that we've got this on here. So we can actually delete that and save ourselves a little bit of money. And instead, we can spend 10,000 on a departure sensor at Dean's Gate. And once again, we can say, if you are heading to Eccles, you want to come this way. And basically, if you are going anywhere else, then you want to come along here. So all other stations will come to this signal over here. And now we no longer have to worry about the trains here. And these signals will automatically be set. That just leaves Manchester Oxford Road. And a relay sensor here that we would like to get to clear that through. Delay 1 minute. Okay, so we were slightly slow in sending this through, so we got a time penalty there. I'm not sure how many credits that we lost. I don't think it was too bad. Oh, you are going to Eccles. For a minute, I thought you'd gone the wrong way. It's like, why are you going that way? You should be going to Manchester Oxford Road, but no, that's fine. Grab, oh no, relay sensor is 5,000, so we don't quite have enough for that. Okay, 7,300, so let's set up the relay sensor on here. And actually, I think I said this last time when I set this one up, but if we place it a little bit back from the signal, that means the train shouldn't have to slow down when it reaches that signal. So we configure it. We say when a train hits this spot, we want to turn on this signal and route the train into here. Because all trains that get to here are always going into platform 2 on Dean's Gate. That is absolutely fine. So we're now getting up to 13 trains, or 13 XP per hour. We don't have enough for the order signal. We just need an order signal here and a departure sensor there. And actually, we do need a departure sensor there as well. Then we will be fully automated. Send you through there, so the hits the relay sensor here, automatically opens that up through to there. We don't have to worry about that anymore. You can see once you start getting stuff fully automated, and if you run on 25 times speed, these speeds are customizable as well. You can actually change these buttons to be whatever speed increments you like. So if you want it to be even faster at the fastest time, then you can do that. But 25 times works for me. We have 8,000. Let's just buy that there. So we're going to need that to be able to use the departure sensor on Oxford Road anyway. And you can see we've got a pretty full schedule up on platform 12 of Manchester Piccadilly. A few gaps there that we might be able to squeeze in some more trains. This one we still have to do manually. Again, the only reason we can't put a perpetual circuit on there is because we've got trains coming through up from platform 2 on Deansgate sometimes. You can go through to there because you're now an auto signal. We no longer have to set the points. You're going to Manchester Oxford Road, so you will turn around thanks to the departure sensor. 12,000, okay. Let us build another departure sensor here. And then say, go this way if you were heading to Manchester Piccadilly. And really that's it. Nothing should be heading to Deansgate from this platform. So we're only going to configure the one. We probably could do that, I think, with a relay sensor. Because as soon as the train hits the station, that would open that signal. Although, because it's sitting at the station for a minute, I still think probably the departure sensor is the way to go there. Now that is automated, so literally the only place we still need one is Deansgate Platform 1. To 13 trains per hour. Actually, we managed 13 trains per hour last time as well. We haven't taken on any more contracts. We could. Let's see whether we can sneak another one in here. We can't do it right now, but we can delay its arrival to... Yeah, no. Collides on the way back. There. Yeah, that works. It's a little tight, but I think we should be okay. We'll find out when we do the trial train. So yeah, 12 to 3, back to 11. To 1. Hopefully that'll be the last time that we need to manually do that. It's quite satisfying once you have the trains running automatically, particularly as you build up your network and it gets bigger and you've got more and more trains running. It is very satisfying. Okay, we have plenty of credits now, so we can afford departure sensor on platform 1 of Deansgate. And we say if you are go this way, if you're going to Manchester Oxford Road. And that now should be everything fully automated. There should be nothing that we need to do. And just watch the trains go. We can look for gaps in the schedule where we may be able to send other trains through. And then drop those in. So we've got one coming up at Manchester Piccadilly. What options have we got? We can do one through to Deansgate. I think it's actually difficult to do that now. On the way back. Yeah, I see we get a collision on the way back. Can we do it here? We can do it there. That works. Does that work? Why is... Oh, it's not colliding at Manchester Piccadilly, but it's colliding at Manchester Oxford Road. That looks like it would be just about okay. So we come in on 12. We go to 3. We go to 2. We go back to platform 1 here. Getting in just before this one, which is coming from Deansgate 1. So we may need to build another signal in there actually to handle that. And then up to 11. Let's accept that. But yeah, let's put another signal in here so we can get these things bunched up a little closer. So we'll drop you, I guess, there. And this can be a perpetual circuit. So all the traffic is always coming eastbound through here. We click it twice and do that, and we open that up. These departure sensors have now broken because we've introduced this. Because previously they were routing things to this signal, and now these sensors can no longer see this signal because this signal locks the way to it. So we do have to configure them again. So now we'll go here if you're going to there. And likewise, get rid of that. Go there if you're going to Manchester Oxford Road. Everything else is fine. Why did you not open up? I wonder if they were just a bit too close together. That contract is fine, so that it hit this and it couldn't open it. We'll need to keep an eye out for that. If it does it again an hour from now, we may have to jiggle the train times a little bit to avoid the contention. I didn't actually notice what was causing it there. But now everything is fully automated. Oh, that's the last one that we added in. That's why it's highlighted. So see. Yeah, okay. Interesting. I thought this would still open up. If this subsequently cleared, but it looks like it doesn't. So we may have to be a bit more creative about what we do here. I don't know whether it would help if we moved this down to here. I guess it would give it a little bit more time. We don't really care about the drop off in speed at the moment, so we can try that. I'm not super optimistic about that. Oh, actually, I think it already was right next to that. Okay, well, what we can do instead... just hope this doesn't mess up everything else, is we can take this up here. Go to there. And then get rid of that and that. And we can move this signal a little bit closer. And then put the relay circuit there. Send that through there. We have broken a bunch of departure sensors, not surprisingly, in the process of doing that. So we need to fix those. I can no longer reach that. Instead, it's got to go that way. And just Manchester Piccadilly. Same for this one. Manchester Piccadilly. And all the departure sensors look good. Hopefully that will have made enough difference. Won't have messed something else up. Let's see. Up to 14 trains per hour now. Plenty of green experience to spend. Which is nice. That is going to let us buy the next really useful automation upgrade, which is the arrival sensor. Okay, this was not open. Maybe it was not open because of what I'd been doing. Hang on, I'm a bit confused. Got to get that infinity symbol to go white. There we go. We know that it's working in perpetual mode. Okay, that contract is fine. Might want to think about getting some more in from Eccles, because Eccles is not actually funneling that many things in. We can maybe bring something into Deansgate and then back to Eccles again. Just by adding some track there. That would require getting rid of these perpetual circuits, but we can replace... Well, this one we don't need anyway because we've got the departure sensor now. This one we can just replace with a routing sensor. When I say routing sensor, I mean relay sensor. So actually, maybe let's look at doing that. Eccles to Deansgate to Eccles. So, we've got plenty of money. Let's get rid of the perpetual circuit because we don't need it. Get rid of the perpetual circuit here, because we won't be able to use it. And then put a crossover like that. And then we will need a relay circuit. And to avoid the same problem that we had at the other end, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this signal as close to this junction as I can. So we'll bring that to there and then down to there. Get rid of that. That there. Put the relay sensor... I'll keep it close again just so it doesn't... it's not at risk of tripping it when something's going through here, or is it less risk of tripping it when something's going through here? Yeah, we'll take that into there. This is broken now because of the changes we've made. There for Eccles. And that is still Oxford Road, that's right. Okay, so... have we set this up? Okay, we've got an issue with circuits being green. Let's... why are you locked? No. This is all locked as green. Okay. I'm not sure why. That may be a consequence of the perpetual circuit that we got rid of. It might have left it a little bit confused. Let's see whether this train clears it. Oh, well, actually, no, because we can't even do that while this is all green. Okay. Let's just delete this track. And then, wait, did we actually delete? Oh no, it seems to have got confused here. Why would that be? Why would you be confused? Okay, let me take a minute and see whether I can figure this out. Okay, I actually could not solve that problem, so I've had to go back and reload from an autosave. Fortunately, the game saves every 5 minutes or so, so that wasn't too bad at all. I didn't really lose any progress there. But yeah, I think what I really needed to do was deactivate the signal before I started making the changes to everything. So that's what I did, and we got that back now. Okay, so relay sensor, this signal is going to send you into Deansgate there. We have the departure sensor on here. with this way going to Manchester Oxford Road, and now we need to set this way for any trains going back to Eccles. And we now should... we also need to get rid of this perpetual circuit on here, because we do not want this always to be open. Now we may need this circuit to be open. And actually, one more problem we've got here is this is too sharp a turn for trains coming out of platform 1 here. So we need to change this. Let's move this like that. And now whether they're coming from platform 1 or platform 2, that will be fine. We've now broken this departure sensor as we change the track. So go to here if you're going to Eccles, and we still go there if you're going to Manchester Oxford Road. And so now we should be good, which means we should be able to take this Eccles contract. So we go Eccles 1 to Deansgate 1, then into Eccles 2 as the westbound platform. That is going to collide with something else that's already there though, so we're going to shunt the times a little. That might work. Those trains are awfully close together though, so we may get some contention on the line, so I'm just going to avoid that problem by scheduling it there instead and just leave everything a little bit more wiggle room. Okay, let's unpause. You were confused because I changed the rule for this while he was still in the station. The game generally does not like you changing rules for things when trains are in the station. It seems like they pick up the rules for where they're going to go next when they enter the station. I've been bitten by that before with shunting commands, which you'll see when we start looking at red XP stuff. That is fixed. It should just work automatically next time. That trial train was fine, so we'll accept that. +2, this should work now. Yep, okay, departure sensor's fine. So we're just keeping an eye out for the one coming into 1, going to Deansgate, and then back to Eccles. Just to make sure that I can run on this. God, did we push him back by that much? I guess we did. Wait, is that even him? That's not him. Did the train we added come already? Okay, I guess we missed it. Now I'm confused. Did do 1, right? Wait, no, did we not? Hang on, did we not accept it? No, we didn't accept it. We didn't accept it. We changed the schedule and we forgot to click the green button. That's why. All right. Okay, so let's do that now. Going into 1, back to 2. I'll make it a little later to avoid a collision there. Although this guy is staying in that platform for longer than he needs to. So we... in fact, let me go and edit his schedule now. We'll make this 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, and 1 minute. Although that has now caused the problem there, so we need to push him a little up. Okay, that should be alright. Modify the schedule. No obvious collisions, so that's fine. Okay, so now we should be able to take this one. And 1 to 1 to 2. And wait, it's still showing as 3 minutes at Deansgate 1. Com 1540. We just accept that. And that's you, isn't it? Oh, he's already, yeah, sorry, he's already on the board. So I think we've changed his future schedule, but just not this schedule. Okay. So our new Eccles is here. Ah, God, you're still not going through here. Okay, gonna have to figure out how to fix that. Now what are you complaining about? Who's beeping? You're beeping? Oh, I guess we didn't re-enable that perpetual circuit. Hang on. Hit twice, click that, and then that goes white. We don't want our trial train to be late. Okay, going back to Eccles 2. It automatically turn around because of the departure sensor. Why didn't you automatically turn around? Because I did the wrong thing. I selected the wrong signal. I should have done that for Eccles. Oh dear. That's really bad. Well, I guess on the good side, it is a trial train. How do we... What the heck do we do here? I guess we can't turn him around now. We can turn him around now. Okay, good. Okay, we're gonna have to manually send you where you need to go. All right, that was a disaster. That train is gonna be late. And we're gonna get a warning about that. We're not gonna get a warning about that. Okay, maybe he wasn't actually late. Maybe we saw it and reacted quickly enough. It's fine, we fixed that. I think we're fine accepting the trial train. Any more? Got an Eccles, Oxford Road back to Eccles. Again, we'd have to do a similar thing here and set up a connector here, which we could do. Eccles, Deansgate. Okay, Eccles, Deansgate, Eccles. That works. That's the same kind of thing. So yeah, because we've had exactly this route before, it's already giving us the same platform suggestions as we had last time. So 1 to 1 to 2, which is kind of okay, but for safety, I'll give it another minute. And we will accept that. And hopefully this time this will work. Let's make sure. So he goes in there and he should turn around. He did. All right, good. All right, I think this side is fine. This is a problem. I guess because these trains are too close together at this point here. Which is a little tricky to solve. I guess one way of doing it would be to push this one back by a couple of minutes, maybe. If we change the schedule on this, can we push it? Easier said than done. Can we push it back? Then it collides with that one. We could just drop the contract. So as long as we fulfilled 5 trains, which is the mandatory number of trains for the contract, then after that we can reject the contract without penalty. Don't like to do that. I mean, we could. What might be better to do is to try to change around the platforms that these trains go into. We've got a lot of platforms to work with at Manchester Piccadilly. And we've got 2 more that we can work with at Manchester Oxford Road. So I think rather than rejecting the contract, I'm going to try and hang on to it and make it work. And we will just expand the network a bit. Because this is what we're going to have to do. We're going to hit a point where we have scheduled as many trains as it is possible to cram into these stations. Even if we, do some more jiggling around with the tracks, there's only so many trains we're going to be able to do. And then we're going to have to, either open up other platforms on our existing stations or open up some new stations altogether. So, we will try to sort this out next time, I think. And just generally expand our network. We're up to 17 trains per hour, which is good. You can see if we make it to 60 per hour, we will get the gold star for the level. Green trains, we're currently dispatching 16 per hour. So we are almost up to the 20 that we need for the first of the stars. So we can have 3 stars on the level. 1 from the green XP, 1 from the red XP, and then a 3rd one for getting a few extra trains per hour. And it's not going to take us much to get actually up to 25 either. This is one of the easier maps for what it's worth. Some of the others will take more effort to reach the targets that they have set. We've got plenty of XP though. So we are going to be able to unlock a bunch of stuff. Arrival sensors are the next big thing for automation. So that will let us put a sensor down on the track, and then it will automatically send a train to the correct platform of every given station, depending on which platform is in that train's timetable. We may want that when we get some more platforms here and some more platforms here to try to stop this overlapping that we've got going on at the moment, which is slowing us down and causing us these problems here. But we'll take a look at that next time. So till then, thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. This is PDA Lima signing out. Bye for now.